Welcome back to Stellaris, to the Terran Republic playthrough. My name is Bergfinn, and as you might have seen, I have spawned the Unbidden. It's just an event that fires, it's completely random, but I'm kind of glad it spawned here, because this area of the map is a big mess. Maybe they can provide some more order in it. Eventually, they're gonna eat their way through these guys, and they're gonna find us. So, that's gonna be interesting. In the meantime, I did expand our fleet some more, so it's roughly 330 now. Also, my 2 habitats have finished, so I'm building colony ships for those, which is extremely useful. I have also upgraded everything on the new planets, and yeah, still usual Sunday cold, sneezes, coughing, that sort of thing. And my new colonies are progressing nicely. So, all
construction
up
complete
in there. With the fleets running towards 90k, and more naval force limit is going to come forward, it's gonna be very interesting. I feel the coming future. What my eventual goal is that if I combine my fleet, I'll be able to go head to head to these guys, because this is just 500k. Now, that's not to say that the Unbidden aren't nuts. I mean, that's 400k just sitting there defending that portal. But at least their fleets are, interestingly enough, like 100, 150, 160. So it's manageable, give or take. It's yeah. Now, I didn't actually remember that they made their worlds into molten worlds, which makes sense, but it wasn't something I remembered, so it's gonna be interesting. Ooh, big fleet versus big fleet. Hello, 150. The Unbidden gonna help each other? Or are they just gonna sit on their respective worlds? Be kinda interesting to see them help each other. That's a lot of ships. The thing about the Unbidden is that they spawn fleets like this all the freaking time. So they can just whittle them down. Like that. Oh, like that.
construction complete.
I might have won that one, but now they have 120k. Now they have to go against 150k. So, yeah. A faction found it. We got a new faction? Committee of the True Gospel. Life Organic? Let's read this for a second. Secular State. Okay. Unhallowed Ground. Settling on Gaia Worlds. Okay. Bionic Pursuit. Hegemony. Homogeneity? Homogeneity. Wow. Okay. Embattled minorities. Okay. Interesting.
Construction complete.
No longer promoting these guys. Not the biggest, but military officer actually closing in on the biggest. Would like for you guys to actually be the biggest again. Pacifism, though. Really? What would that be? Equalitarianism. imperialism. You know, not really big on pacifism. Let's, by the way, check if we can do this again. Yeah, we can. Allowed. Purging is allowed. Which means I finally have a good bloody reason to integrate these guys. Awesome. Okay. Actually, that is awesome. Let's see. You guys are still short some battleships, I think. One, to be exact. I did notice something interesting on our allies' ships. Had something along the lines of this, which is really intriguing to me. What I want to know is whether or not it is more beneficial as Stormfires there than it is to have Gauss Cannon. So the damage is 17 to 53, which is 10 to 35. Cooldown, however, is 3.5 versus 2.35. Accuracy is only 72% versus 82. Tracking is 30 versus 35. And the range is 65 versus 40. Overall, the DPS on the Stormfires is higher, but they need to get in more range in order to get anything out of it. Get it? I think. Anyway, oh, got an event, so wait. So here's also a trade-off we need to make. Tachyon Lance is 169 to 331. That is one. Let's actually put the Tachyon Lance on our carriers. Because why the heck not? Right. Why the bloody hell not? Is there any reason to put a plasma cannon on there? Oh, really, right? Okay. Right. I mean, it's worth it to some extent. Why are you going to Zoroaster to upgrade while you're perfectly fine on New Coventry?
Ships upgraded.
Hey. Oh, research. Yeah, fuck it. Key laser. We're at 78.
Ships upgraded.
Nice. Now sit over New Coventry, you bloody bastard idiot. Thank you.
Ships upgraded.
Okay. So, yeah, some improvements. But now we have both a ship that gives us ignore 50% of armor, and it gives us a ship that does ignores 90% of armor and minus 40. Yeah, okay, so fair enough. In some ways, the mega cannon is more versatile, I think. But in some other ways, that's absolute rubbish, so. Another core sector? I'll make it an equal 20. Yeah, why not? Why not Zoidberg? Pretty why. Is this one finished yet? Ooh, almost. Okay, now I need to save up for another level, but whatever. And I was busy expanding that as well. Okay. Considering we unlocked Commissar squads, I'll be giving Commissar squads to all our new... Oops. What my basic idea of this death stack is, when it comes to army, is that I can ignore, and I've tested this and I want to be able to ignore Fortress. I don't want to have to siege down a world and then take it. I'm just gonna go in there, take the world. I don't care if it's fortified or it has a shield. No, I'm just gonna get in there, take the world, and get out. Quick hit and run, hit, run, hit, run. Before a major fleet can, say, intervene. You can say what you want, these transferred ships, they are relatively quick. Yeah, let's do some quick research more. Alright, that's done. No more worlds, yay. Now I need to upgrade each and one of these separately. So that's 4 times 20k. That's 80k. 80k minerals, guys. Holy bloody crap. Worth it. Don't get me wrong, worth it. But nuts. Very nuts. Yeah, this basically turns it into a livable thing in another, like, 10 years. Perfect, okay. Hey, Yin Bin. Oh yeah, you're slowly wrecking face. Good. See, you guys still have your fleet, right? Yeah, most of it. Taking some beatings. I have 2 colony ships now. Yes, okay. Do colonize. Yes. Please. Yes. And you. Colonize. Yes. And notice something incredibly awesome. It no longer lists the colony ships you already sent to a planet, which is great. I cannot not stress how great that change is. Alright, free fleets. 330 each, closing in on 90k a pop. Not bad.
Research complete. Colonization in progress. Colonization in progress.
Yay! Habitats. More habitats. More habitats means bigger ships, or more ships. Bigger fleets. That was the word I was looking for. And in this case, it will be... I think 2 mineral planets, honestly. Maybe a mineral and a energy. Not entirely sure. Ooh, they're fighting again. I think. Inbidden really do know no chill. They are a no chill kind of species. I did test in between episodes if I could have both up at the same time. What appears to be happening, without a mod that actually allows me to have multiple crises on, it's only allowing me a single one. I did have both the events pop up, like the initial ones, like encounter, but then only one progresses, which was the Unbidden, because they're usually quicker to spawn after the event fires. And then the Perforians just sort of stuck there. Oh. Holy crap, Bimari Nation. They have a lot of fighters or bombers. Well, fair enough. I think, actually, check. Most of their battleships, if not all, are now the exact same. And they are all carriers. All of them. I wonder if that's actually better to do. If every single one, a giant, massive, bitch-ass cannon on the front, some point defense, and some weapons. But not much else. Interesting case study in any case to do. Look at all those fighters. I mean, those fighters against me would be pointless because of the sheer amount of point defense I would have, but still. Wow, wow. Holy shit. That's a lot of dudes. I wonder what happens if they fully siege it down. Lights.
Colony established. Colony established.
Oh, thank you very much. So these two are done. I want you to build, first of all, a happiness generator. Ooh. Thing is, the Unbidden know no chill, so they're just gonna smack out another 160k fleet and just gonna pop it out there. They do. Holy crap. They just turned that into a barren world. Yes, the spice must flee. Christ. Well, that's another fleet that's gonna be gone, I suppose. So as of now, to be fair, the harvested vessels, it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty even. I wonder if this portal works as like a space station where they have to like pull in fleets from. AI speaking, of course. That will be something for the future.
Transmission.
Transmission, research agreement, sure.
Construction complete.
Or not. Faster fields, I suppose. $14. So we just gained another. Yeah. Okay. So we have another 80 to spend. 80 spread around to 4 fleets. 40 is 5 battleship. So do I want to build more corvettes? Create more fodder?
Incoming transmission.
Oh no. Outside char charts? No, because you would see the entire bloody universe. Yeah, I know why you want it. This ain't gonna happen. What I need to do in between episodes is save up to 800 influence and not actually spend any. That is what I need to do. So I can integrate These guys. It'll take 810. It'll take 10-ish years. No, wait, 120 is 10. Oop, that was my tablet. 120 is 10. 160 would be a lot. Sorry, math. Brain. Sunday. 13 and a half years. Give or take. Oh. Don't have the freaking stuff for it. Right. No. They're loyal though, so. Thing is, I don't want to be running into the minus of influence. Although, maybe the wiki can tell me if there's a downside to having minus influence. An influence shortage causes an empire-wide minus 20% happiness penalty. So let's go buy a few planets, see how that would impact us.
Research complete.
Honestly, not all that much. But the problem is, it would go into the minus more, or it would stay around 0, I suppose. And it would not progress. Maybe there's a progression stop in there? I mean, it would only make sense if there's a progression stop in there, but I don't know if that necessarily equals paradox sense. Some more happiness. And currently, I would say, yeah. 2 planets that do nothing but astro
Incoming transmission.
mining. Being a robot gives me plus 10% minerals. I would kinda like Droid is 15%. I mean, it's possible to just replace her with droids. It actually does make sense to do so in the case of mineral production. Like these two worlds. Besides the... No, I can just get rid of these. Then. Because I don't actually need anything. Huh. Combine that maybe with my ring worlds eventually being done. And I could move things I currently have off-world. Huh. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Do that. Let them currently just breed. That's fine. I'll just move away all but the center one. All but the center human one. That will work. I genuinely like this. Monthly Unity. No more deal. Don't need the Unity. Organize a festival across our worlds. No deal. Costs me influence. Become your patron. No deal. An art piece. Okay, perfect. Goddamn hippies. Maybe I can. This is something that occurred to me. Reform government. Is there anything I can do to give me even more stuff? 4 sectors. Monthly influence. Yes, there is. And what would I drop? Fire rate? I guess I could. So if I drop... So it's... Okay. Here's the deal. Yes, I could drop it. It would take me 250 influence to change. That's a 250 month investment to get returns. No, let's not. Because on this rate, it's, let's see, 337, 337, and we need another 400. So let's say 400 divided by 337. It would take me another 10 years to get the 810 and 20 or take influence I need to integrate. Now, if I were to take 250 off that, and I would have to gain roughly 650, and I would do that at a rate of 4.37, it would take me roughly 12 years. I actually lose years on that. What we probably have to do then is we just let it run for now, because then we'll get 10 years and we have what we want. But we probably... What we probably do then instead is after we've integrated these guys, which you can easily do after we have the 800, we change it over from the Admiralty thing, the influence thing, then. Doesn't that make sense either? I don't know, actually. In any case, let's build some droids. Their maintenance of 1 per piece, though. Fuck it. Build some droids. I'll resettle you to one of the newer ones. And it costs stuff as well. Of course it has. So let's just do that in the future then. Everything I want to do costs influence. Ah. Influence is hard to get now. Like proper hard to get. 30 months. Alright, well that's it. Long ass journey. Close habitats. See you in a year. Maybe 2. And maybe a lot. A lot of years. More to the point, we can increase our fleets by a little bit. Question is more of a, in what extent do we want to increase them? Rather than I mean, integrating our vassal will actually help a lot in this respect. Because we now only get a portion of their force limit. We would get everything from their worlds as force limit. Which is a few worlds. You know. The abundance spread. Eating the living crap out of you guys. Good. Can't wait for them to get more into these guys, their business. Business. Because these guys are no longer pathetic. They're inferior. There is a war coming. Really do. Want that last Eclom world ceded to the Oklar. And there is the Uran Tog worlds that needed to be ceded. The Ujan? No, the Giantfa. How does it do it both? I don't know. Ion? See how it does that? No, it's right there twice. Really, really annoying. We will take Defrius, obviously. And wait. That's a good war goal, if you ask me. I mean, we could also try and take, Sayo. Give it to, Bat. The Bat doesn't want it. Those, yeah, that. Their goddamn stuff doesn't allow it. It's fine. All good. All good. These guys more. With that in mind, Casobius. Gazabius, sorry, not Casobius, Gazabius. Aglomonia. Oh, that's a war right there. The only thing to keep in mind is that they are quite strong all combined still. It's not just them. It's also these guys, which are brutally crippled. It is these guys who have a 130k fleet in total. It's also about these guys. That's the Alliance. Yes, they also have 40k. So we're already dealing with, again, let me just grab my thing. So it's 130 plus 40. Who else do we have? We actually do have the Gel Commonwealth to deal with. Is that all their fleet? Does look like it. So that's 230 plus 250, 200 and that 30 plus 45 plus whatever little hell they have left. Actually isn't a whole lot, but it's still 150-ish. We still have like 600k fleet to deal with. which is a lot to deal with like 400 ourselves. Yeah. Anyway, I thank you all for watching. It's been a little brabbling, a little mindly episode where we think about things and let things happen a little bit. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.